148 million Nigerians by 2024. Jigawa state government declares Monday as work-free day. The Judge Junta gives French ambassador 48 hours to leave. Good evening. Today is Saturday, 10th of Safar 1445, after the Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, equivalent to 26th of August 2023. I'm Amina Ibrahim Shahada with the news. And from the news, the World Bank Country Director for Nigeria, Shubham Chaudhry, has announced plans to collaborate with the National Identity Management Commission to ensure the successful rollout and registration of digital national IDs for all Nigerians. The ambitious target is to provide at least 148 million people of working age with a digital national ID by the middle of 2024, making a significant step towards inclusion and accessibility. Mr. Chaudhry stated this at a dinner in partnership with the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy in Abuja yesterday. He further reaffirmed the organization's commitment to eradicating poverty, improving lives, and creating job opportunities for the country's youth. He further also emphasized the potential of leveraging digital technologies to drive transformation and outlined two key areas of partnership with Nigeria to achieve these goals. Also speaking, the Minister for Communication and Digital Economy, Bosun Chichani, revealed that the government has secured access to approximately $500 million in funding to initiate a local funding program. Members of the House of Representatives in the 10th Assembly will get a total of 54 billion naira for constituency project, as each member will get 150 million naira. According to one of the lawmakers who pleaded for anonymity, the constituency allowances are part of the few privileges available to lawmakers to directly impact their various constituencies. Constituency or zonal intervention project in Nigeria refers to developmental project cited in the constituencies of members of state houses of assembly, members of the House of Representatives or senators, as budgeted for under various ministries, departments, and agencies. Such projects, however, often have banners stating that a project was implemented with the name of the lawmaker. Also, the salaries and allowances of lawmakers have always been at the center of controversies because it was often shrouded in secrecy. In the Ninth Assembly, it was disclosed that each House of Representatives member got 100 million naira, while each lawmaker in the Red Chamber got 200 million naira for constituency projects. The federal government has restated that the Port Harcourt Refining Company will be back on stream by December. This is part of the government's commitment in petroleum product importation as soon as efforts are being redoubled to restore the nation's local refining capacity. The Minister of State for Petroleum Garba Din Muhammad. He quoted the minister as giving the assurance during an inspection tour of the rehabilitation work progress at the Port Harcourt Refining Company in Port Harcourt yesterday. The minister, who was in the company of his counterpart, the Minister of State for Petroleum, Ekperibe Ekpo, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources, Ambassador Gabriel T. Aduda, and the Group CEO, NNPC, Mili Kari, said considering the level of progress recorded in the PHRC rehabilitation project, the plant will come back on stream by December this year. Vice President Kashim Shettima says Nigeria did not apply for membership of BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. He spoke hours after the economic bloc said it is admitting 6 new members, including Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE. While many wondered why Nigeria did not join the group, Shettima yesterday said the country never applied for BRICS membership. Kashim Shettima, who has been representing Nigeria at the summit, also has a word for Nigerians in South Africa as he calls on them to be law-abiding and to respect the host citizens wherever they live. The newly admitted countries will become full members from January 1st, 2024. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NAD, said the federal government has yet to meet all its minimum demands as agreed before it suspended its strike. NAT, however, said it will hold its National Executive Council meeting next week to rate federal government's effort in meeting its demand and decide what to do next. Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors had on August 11, 2023, suspended its 7-day-old nationwide indefinite strike it embarked upon on July 26, 2023, due to the significant moves by the government to address its demand. The president of the association, Dr. Emeka Oji, had listed the release of the circular for one-for-one replacement of clinical staff and the payment of the 2023 Medical Residency Training Fund as minimum conditions to suspend its indefinite strike. Oji said the strike was suspended following significant moves by the federal government to address the doctors' demand. The National Board for Technical Education (NBTE) has upgraded Jigawa State School of Health Science Jahun to a College of Health Science and Technology, the registrar of this college revealed. The registrar of the school, Nura Garba, told newsmen yesterday that the National Board for Technical Education inspected the school's teaching and non-teaching staff, physical structures, and teaching equipment before upgrading it. He said the state government has also announced a monthly stipend for students who are indigenous to the state and a subsidy on tuition fees for students from the state. According to him, the new administration met challenges in the college that need to be addressed to effectively run the health institution. And coming to you from the studio of Sawaba Radio is Global News. Stay with us for more. Welcome back. Hadija Tailoring Services Cooperative Society has elected new EXCO officials to run its affairs for a 4-year term. And this is contained in a statement signed by Hadija Local Government Information Officer Muhammad Garba Talaki, made available to Sawaba Radio. The statement says, while declaring the result, Electoral Officer Comrade Hassan Sabo announced Awal Sani Dang Abba as chairman, who scored 107 against Muhammad Dudu with 99 votes, while Suleiman Usman emerged as vice chairman, Mahmoud Fila, treasurer, Abdullahi Garba, the financial secretary, and Babani Muhammad Sani, organizing secretary. Others are Adamu Ali as auditor 1, while Jummai Muhammad Usman as PRO 2. Speaking, the chairman, the Khadija Local Government Council represented by PA Alhaji Sani Abba, congratulated them for having been on the race and urged them to be equal to the task to the development of the services. He also charged them to unite the members and work together for the interest of the association. In his speech shortly after swearing in, elected chairman Awad Sani Abba promised to bring everyone on board to ensure success of the achievement, and further charged his EXCO council to do away with any of their difference to move the association forward. Still in Jigawa State, the state government has declared Monday, August 28, 2023 as Work-Free Day in commemoration of the 32nd anniversary of the creation of the state. This is contained in a statement signed by State Head of Civil Service, Hussaini Alikila. According to the statement, Governor Umar Namadi congratulated the civil servants and entire people of the state on the occasion. The statement further enjoined the people to pray for the state and the country at large while celebrating the day. He then advised public servants and the entire people of the state to utilize the one-day break in thanking the Almighty God for a conducive atmosphere, peaceful coexistence, and to also pray for sound execution of the present administration's policies, programs, and projects. Jigawa State was created out of the old Kano State on Tuesday, 27th of August 1991 by the then military president, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. Persons living with disabilities, PWDs, in Jigawa State have called for the full implementation of the Persons with Disabilities Law 2016 to give them a sense of belonging. The state chairperson of the Persons Living with Disabilities, Adamu Shuaibu, told newsmen that their members are being marginalized in the state, despite a law that addressed some of their challenges, including accessibility to buildings and economic empowerment. He claimed that persons living with disabilities were skipped in the ongoing distribution of fuel subsidy palliatives across the 27 local government of the state, and they are neither beneficiary. Adamu Shuaibu also claimed that its members, comprising of the blind, deaf, lepers, crippled, and albinos, constitute over 25% of the total population of Jigawa State. Still in Jigawa State, the State Primary Health Development Agency had set up a special team which aimed to explore and come up with the challenges bedeviling the practices of exclusive breastfeeding in the state. This is disclosed by the Permanent Secretary of the Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Kabiru Ibrahim, while speaking at a media roundtable in continuation of the World Breastfeeding Week celebration in the state, with a theme, Let Exclusive Breastfeeding Work While at Work. Kabiru said cultural and other traditional challenges cause slow movement of exclusive breastfeeding practice. The Permanent Secretary sought the support and cooperation with husbands, partners, religious and traditional leaders to improve acceptance and practice of the medically based newborn children in the state. Because according to him, the importance of exclusive breastfeeding can never be emphasized, as it helps both the babies, mothers, fathers, and even community at large. The Jigawa State Governor Malam Umar Namadi has approved the appointment of 6 technical advisors to help ensure adequate execution of policies, programs, and projects that would have meaningful impact on the people of the state, as it was contained in a statement signed by the Secretary to the Government of Jigawa State SSG, Malam Bala Ibrahim. The statement named the new technical advisors to include Dr. Rislan Abdulaziz Kenya, Technical Advisor on ICT and Digital Economy, Malam Isa Shiraju, Technical Advisor on Health, Dr. Saifullahi Umar, Technical Advisor on Agriculture. Others are Dr. Muharaz Muhammad Nasr, the Technical Advisor on Environment, Engineer Siraju A. Musa, a Technical Advisor on Power and Renewable Energy, Dr. Abdullahi Dogo Abubakar, Technical Advisor on Education. Was based on merit, competence, and personal integrity, and then urged the appointers to work diligently for sound execution of the project. Also, the Jigawa State Governor has inaugurated monthly environmental sanitation committee to ensure. And going to our neighboring state, Yobe, Fair Forecast, a European Union-funded project of flood management in West Africa, has predicted that several local government areas of Yobe State are at high risk. The local government areas that will be affected include Yusufari, Yunusari, Busari, Gaidam, Karasua, Guru, and Badi. According to the prediction by Fanfe, Guru axis is said to be under severity level 3, while other places are under severity level 2, and 1, which exceeds normal thresholds. Meanwhile, another forecast by Glofast on Thursday indicated a rising risk of flooding with a 5-year return period that would possibly peak in the next 10 days in the said local government areas. In terms of rainfall, the Glofast forecast indicated 70 to 80% chances of extreme rainfall across Yobe and Adamawa State. It is against this backdrop that the state government, through the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, by engaging locals to monitor and prepare for the flooding. And moving to the international scene, the military rulers who seized control in Niamey on July 26 have given the French ambassador 48 hours to leave Niger. Of Foreign Affairs said in a statement, the coup leaders have not been shy about their relationship with France. The Niger Republic has accused French forces of freeing captured terrorists and breaching a ban on the country's airspace in an attempt to destabilize the country. ECOWAS also has imposed heavy economic sanctions on Niger following the coup and has threatened the use of armed forces to restore constitutional order. On the other hand, France has some 1,500 troops stationed in Niger to aid in fighting jihadist groups that have plagued the country along with the wider Sahel region for years. And that has been the news. But before I go, a recap of the major stories. From the news, World Bank to provide digital ID for 148 million Nigerians. Jigawa state government declares Monday as work-free day. And from the international scene, Niger's junta gives French ambassador 48 hours to leave. On behalf of the news department, our editor Lukman Dahiru, I'm Amina Ibrahim Shahada. Have a good night.